Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festus 67's Workshop, and welcome to issue number 16 of Build Your Own Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 1967 from our good friends over at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to build this for yourself, click this link all the way along there. Pop. Head over to the DeAgostini website and take out a subscription for this spectacular 1/6 scale. Yes, you heard me right. 1/6 scale Shelby GT500. It is a beastie. Right, let's have a look in this issue. This was Shelby hangs up his helmet. In 1960, Carroll Shelby's heart condition forced him to retire from competition driving, but he ended his racing career with a flourish by winning the United States Auto Club Road Racing Championship. There you go. Bless him. Yes, he had a bit of a dicky ticker. There he is on the right, receives his trophy after winning the USAC title race in the Continental Divide Raceway. His second victory that season. Now that's a trophy. Look at that. That's a big old trophy, isn't it? Eh? Look at that. It's a beast, isn't it? This is Carroll Shelby at the wheel of his Maserati, finishing second in his last race, the final event, the 1960 USAC Championship at Laguna Seca on the 23rd of October. Imagine going down round the corkscrew in that. There's a thought. This is windows for the right-hand door. This is what we've got in this issue, folks. We've got the window, the felt seal that sticks to the door to stop the window scratching, the quarter light, and some retaining panels, folks. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So you will need your outer door skin previously so that you can grab that and bring this in and attach this. So go grab that. Here we go. Fix the quarter light in position using the screws, and that's where it's going on your model, folks. This is Phil Hill, the quiet champion. He was the first American Formula One world champion and the first US driver to win at Le Mans. He was a Ford driver in 1964 and 65, the GT40 at the Circuit de la Salle. There you go. And again, look at how open the cockpits were and how vulnerable the drivers were when they were driving. That was that's a 1961 tear-off there, folks. Yeah, you didn't have tear-offs there, mate. Yeah. So, yeah, unless he peels these off, of course, with the bits of tape. But, yeah, just have a spare pair of goggles flapping around your neck. But how unprotected his head is, really. I mean, the helmets of the time weren't the greatest, were they? So, yeah, this is why we admire these drivers of this era so much, because it was pretty much a very dangerous sport. There he is on a break from the 24 hours of Le Mans. 24 hours and this little bullet. Unbelievable. Take my hat off to them. On July 24th at 1949 at the Carroll Speedway, behind the wheel of an MGTC, Phil Hill won his first race of his life. He won the 6 hours Brands Hatch in 67 with Mike Spencer in a Chaparral 2F. It was his last race. Few drivers could say they won the first and last time they set foot on a track. Yeah, absolutely. But again, you know, there you are. Cars doing whatever speed, and there's a geezer sat on a stall at the side of the track and straw bales as barriers. My God, how things have changed. Unbelievable. This is basically win or zilch, or as they say in MotoGP, win it or bin it. This is Phil Hill crossing the finish line at the wheel of a Ferrari 250 Testarossa to win the 58 24-hour Le Mans. An extravagant Chaparral 2F with its huge rear wing was the last car that Hill drove before his retirement in 67. The year I was born, folks. So, yeah. So have a read of these, folks. They really are worth a good read because you learn so much. I know I have. So, yeah, So I'm just going to put that at the back, and we will grab this issues section. So there's a window. So try to protect that as best as you can. There's your quarter. There's your retaining plate. That's your little bit of felt. Quite important. And then we got DS02 screws just here. Okay, so let's just pop a couple of them out. And I keeps the bag right next to them when I've got lots of screws. And we also want our door. Okay. Again, bear in mind, try not to lean on your mirror. So the first thing we want to do is spin the door around, and we want to grab our bit of felt. And we want to start feeding that along there. So let's get my knife just to peel off a little bit of the backing paper. So just peel back a little bit of your backing paper. And then you want to line this felt up with this little notch. So if I hold the door up that way, see this little notch there by the end of my little finger. That's where you want to line your felt up with. And line it up with the leading edge of the door. So just run your thumb along the top, just to make sure that you're not hanging out of the door. And then just peel the film off as you go along, pressing it in place. And you don't want to go above that edge of the door. You don't want it sticking out or being visible the other side. There you go. Just work your way along bit by bit. Like that. There you go. And just run your finger along the edge. I want to bring mine down just a frackers at the end of there. There you go. There you go. Like that. Apologies for going off shot. It's just I got my magnifier just there. So I need to see that I was below that edge of the door. Just by running your finger along, you're fine. Right, let's grab 16A, which is your quarter light, that piece there. And that will then rest on these two little screw holes like so, okay? So I'll just get my grabber and grab one of the DS02 screws. There you go. Bit of oil. Just in there. And then we'll line that up and put one of the screws in just to hold that in place just for a minute. That's all we want to do. Okay. Then we can send that home. Now, not fully tightening it at this stage, because I want to make sure that if I need a bit of play in the window for adjustment, I can do so. There you go. We got there in the end. And then just slide that into place to start it off. There you go. And we don't want to go too tight, but the screws do need a little bit of pressure just to get the start cutting into the thread in the guy cast because of the paint. So bear that in mind. So it may look like I'm being forceful, but there is exterior body paint just inside these holes. So you do need to be a little bit strong, but there you go. So that's the quarter panel in place. So gently rest that down. And then piece number 16C is what you're left with at the end here. So we're going to have this and the window left. They will go in here in the next issue. Okay. But for the moment, put these somewhere safe. Okay. So what you've got today is you've got your quarter panel in place and you've got your felt there ready to receive the window, folks. Okay, so don't forget, if you'd like to subscribe to this, click this link below, all the way along there. Head over to the DeAgostini website and subscribe to this beautiful, beautiful 1/6 scale even Shelby GT500 Mustang. You won't be disappointed. If you've liked this video, please subscribe by clicking the button below. I look forward to seeing you in the next issue. Until then, stay safe and well, and bye-bye for now. Bye.